Hello, chap. I'm gonna go get my blanket. But let's discuss a couple things. Nothing bad. It's actually something pretty good. It's in the game. Alright. So for the past couple of weeks, we have been building roads. Barely doing anything. I think we're gonna take a break from the roads. Not bored, but I really want to start increasing productivity. Oh my, what the hell? Why is that doing that? It's because, what do you call it? That happens because that's all the plants starting up. Alright, so give or take, we have roughly 50 gigawatts. Just look at the max we're going to consume right now is 19,000 megawatts. We can burn 30,000 megawatts and still be pretty much a-okay. So, here's the thing, chap. Look at this. Ready? See that? That is 30 gigawatts. That we can utilize. Everything between that blue line and that gray line at the top, we can utilize. Now, our power grid's kind of weird because it's that one facility. I don't know why it's doing that, but here's what we're gonna do. So, I'm pretty sure that everybody that plays Satisfactory and is up to a pretty decent point in the game knows about what the pure recipe is. And for those that do not know, the pure recipe is a recipe in the refinery where you could take ores we could take quartz, iron, copper, and deuterium, and we could turn it into bars, right? So when we smelt iron, like for a thing like iron, we use a thing called smelter. That gives me a 1-to-1 ratio. But with a refinery, a lot of extra energy and just a bit of water, we can actually get almost double the amount of ingots we would get if we would use the, smelters. So I want to build a plant that smelts all my iron and my copper. There's some bridge off in the background. That's nice. I've been like almost dreaming about how great I could get my production if I simply just use pure recipes, especially for copper. I don't have a lot of copper in my area, so using the pure recipe would be absolutely amazing. Okay, now here's the thing. I want to build my plant to adjust for overclock. So, yeah. I'll explain why you're hearing this. I'll explain what I mean in a second. Your train. I love you, work. So I think, here's the thing, right? We have a lot of energy that we could be burning up, but we're not. So I want to start building a new facility. I don't think I have to argue why. Oh, look, both my trains are right here. That's awesome. I don't think I have to argue why it's a great idea to use the pure recipe. Now, we need a lot of water to do this. So we have a little bit of water right here. We can plant these water extractors anywhere on this field. We can go hog wild with it, like here. See, look at that. Isn't that amazing? You go hog wild. with these water extractors. And look at this. If you actually look at this waterfall, this is perfectly flat. This is perfectly aligned with the level of the world grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Piece of shit. So literally, if I go right here, and I go and I align this to the grid, you can actually see it's essentially flat. Now, give me a second. I'm actually going to... Ow. Alright. Let's do some math. Now, the great thing about my new iPad I bought is that I can actually run... I mean, I could do this with my old iPad, but I can run my calculator, and I can run my Satisfactory Wikipedia page on the same time. This is amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Okay, it's out here. I'm going to load in. I like to click links to navigate to, you know, what do you call it? Refiner to what I need. So, okay, so I'm on diamond. So go pack a turbo fuel for that recipe, and then I gotta go turbo fuel, and after that I go turbo fuel. I gotta go find fuel. Let's do find that recipe at the blender, water, and now I can go see the recipes. So let's go to refinery. Okay. So, listen to what I'm about to say here. I don't want to confuse anybody. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence. I'm going to build a hall of refineries. Each one will be able to refine 1,200 iron a minute. Now, ready for this? Ready? I'm going to build the amount of refineries it would take, assuming 2.5 times overclock. But I'm not going to overclock them yet until I can actually make those crystals. Actually, yeah, look at that. You can see that I can actually run my calculator, and I can run the Wikipedia. Here. Okay. So, 35 times 2.5 overclock. A refinery, which, let me build that so you guys can see where I'm going. So, a refinery here can... so when you... so sorry, I cannot talk. Anyway, so we're going to do 35 times 2.5. Each machine can take in about 87.5 iron a minute. So we need 1,200 divided by 87.5. We get 13.7. Now, whatever you get here, you always round upwards. So 13.7, it's best that we run 14 of these. Okay? Okay. So now we need 14 of these refineries per pure node of iron. A pure node of iron can produce 1,200. A pure node of anything can produce 1,200 resources a minute at 2.5 overclock with a Mark III miner machine on top. All right. That being said, we're gonna run everything. Obviously, we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna run and overclock every mining machine. All right. As I was saying. So now we need to go for water. 20 times 2.5 is obviously 50. Now we're going to run times... now it said 13, but we're going to do times 14. We need... let's just say, like, run a maximum. 700 water a minute. Now, that means... Now, if we overclock the water extractors... the most we're going to get out of these is 300 water a minute. So we need 1, 2, 3. Now, if you overclock these are going to produce 900 water a minute. So these three equal every 3 of these we can actually refine about 1,200 resources a minute of iron. And I don't know if you know this, we got quite a bit of space here. Now, here's the great thing about this, right? Right now, I'm technically planning to overclock everything, but this is scaled down, which means that like when I do overclock everything, I don't have to build extra machines. I just have to overclock everything equally, and yeah, that's just amazing. Like, for example, let's say we don't overclock everything, right? Now, 20 times 14 instead, right? We need 280 water a minute. Now, we don't overclock these. We got 120, not enough. 240, not enough. We need 280. Now we got 360, that's enough. That's enough. So you can see we're overclocking. Actually, let's say 1200 divided by 2.5. We get 480, right? 480 is how much we get if we don't overclock from a pure node, from a Mark III machine, right? Now, 14. Now, we need to be able to process 480 iron a minute. So 14 times 35. This refines 400. If we have 14 of these not overclocked, we can refine 480 resources a minute, 480 iron a minute. See that? But then I can overclock it, and when I do overclock each branch, then essentially what happens is I'll scale equally. So when I do overclock, I'm gonna make branches and hallways. Each hallway is gonna be like a refinery. Now, when I do scale up, I don't have to physically expand the building. I just gotta put the power cells in, and I'm done. No expansion required. See, look. For example, normally we need 3 deuterium ore to make 1 ingot, but for this we use only 2 ore. See? More efficiency. Get me? My opinion. Which is a really good opinion to have. You need to prioritize to get the most bang for your buck. so weird watching these come out of a refinery and not a smelter. Be right back. I'm gonna get some more. So I'm gonna go put my cookies away. You know, what if I actually don't build them to like 1200 1200 a minute? What if I build them like, but like a more, you know, honestly, I'm starting to contemplate building a nuclear power plant. I want to split. Father, I want to split the atom. I really want to build a nuclear power plant sometime.
Daddy, I want to split atoms and make radioactive waste.
Son, we have radioactive waste at home. It's what happens when you turn on Fox News every night. And watch Tucker Carlson argue about M&M's or something because, I don't know, he probably got divorced at age 12. Wait, what? What did I just say? I don't know. This is weird as Fox News. Seriously. Has anybody ever seen the clip of Tucker Carlson, like, freaking out over M&M's? You know, there's homelessness. We got homelessness as an issue. We got violent crime. But no, you know what's an issue, guys? You know what's an issue? We need to actually solve? M&M's. Wearing shoes. Oh. Careful there. I didn't mean to scare you guys. If I just scared you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I mean, M&M's wearing shoes in 2026 in the Big 2-6. Ooh. I have to find that clip. I can't. Fox News. Finally, some gender-inclusive chocolate candy. God damn. And there's people that listen to... There's people that listen to this guy for their news. Oh my god, we're so cooked. We're so done, chat. Like, it's over. Roll the end credits. Roll the end credits. We're done. It's over. That will never cease to amaze me how people actually take Tucker Carlson seriously. Video, Tucker loses it over unsexy M&Ms. Didn't Fox News get like sued and did they have to be like reclassified as an entertainment agency or something? Hold on, chat. I'm sorry. I have to play this. I can't. This is America. This is America, by the way. Only in America this will happen. If you guys are not American, this guy's a nut job. This guy's name is Tucker Carlson. He's shit. Remember, this is bad. Ready? Hold it together, chat. Hold it together. Come on, we're almost done. Oh, come on. Hold it. Hold it. Stay with me. We're almost there. Don't scare. Don't freak out. Come on. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Yes, we're almost done. There we go. I know. I know that was a roller coaster ride. Oh, man. I might have to go seek therapy after seeing that. But seriously, he watched that clip and then went on I mean, I'm a hypocrite when I say this. A 2-minute tangent. Like, my God. Just... I can't. I literally can't. Oh my god. I live in a society where a bunch of people that are I'm just gonna say it, boomers, where a bunch of boomers click on the TV and watch M&M's exclusivity. Grr, can't have that. Ugh. Okay, but seriously, I'm thinking about making, like, actually, oh wait, no, I have my, okay, so if I have 300, made 600, divided by 50, that should be 12. 12 machines. Okay. What if I revolved around having, 12 machines? I should go... I have a lot... I need to go get, like, pipes and motors. Yeah, Tucker Carlson is such a nut job. Coming from a nut job myself, like there's like your chill nut job, and then there's like your yeesh. By the way, I have to keep reminding myself that I have to build a building one day, a couple buildings to cram 5 of these things in. Like, oh my shit. Looks like we're full. Oh, that just junk just going all the way in there. Again, he is freaking out that the green M&M went from wearing boots to sneakers. I'm sorry if I'm still on this topic. I just can't. This is too funny. Tucker. My mans. We got homelessness. Shit tons of wealth inequality. Expensive ass healthcare. Our gas, I mean, this is not, this vlog time ago, so this is quite relevant. Like, gas prices are freaking expensive. And you're worrying about if M&Ms have boots or not? My dude. Like, just take your phone, go to settings, turn off the internet, and then go find your modem, and just go and plug it. Take your modem, find the nearest pond, and just chuck it. Like, just yeet that bitch right in the pond. Yeet your modem and your cable box into the local pond. Or flush it, or like spray it with water. Like, just go throw your cable box for your TV into the pond. Like, my dude, you need to take a break. Oh, shit. I want to automate my mask, but I need to automate, I need to, like, get, fabric automation, which requires, petrochemicals and shit. Wait, I have to read that. I have to read that. Oh god, please. No way. Candy and sexy shoes is highly Oh my god. This is a headline. Yeah, I'm looking at this one clip of Tucker Carlson freaking out over M&Ms. Like, dude. Like, nobody, no matter your, like, your political leaning, nobody cares. You get M&Ms, you crack the bastards open, and you eat them. And then you get them with some milk. Like, it's candy. It's whatever. Eat them and be happy. Like, why do you have to stretch everything? Oh my, that's a lot of refineries. Holy shit. I think there's more refineries here than how many people care about Tucker Carlson's bullshit. Anyway, man, if we could short down to 12. We were originally gonna go for 14. But I actually want to go work with groups of 12. Why? Because 12, if they each consume 50, then they need about 2 water plants to work. And also 12, I can run a 12-way converter, like a 12-way distributor. I can easily build that. Oh, I'm starting to think of how I do that. I could do a split. And I have to see this other headline I saw. Progress at last, plain frumpy M&M candy? Miserable non-binary candy is all we deserve? Dude, whoever... that guy's probably trapped in the newsroom at gunpoint. Anyway, as I was saying. So the reason I want to run through 12, again, 12 times 50 is 600, which is the amount of water we can carry with a pipe. A Mark II pipe. Hey, Satisfactory, can we please get Mark III pipes? I'm begging you. I'll get on my knees, I'll beg. Please get me a Mark III pipes. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a little bastard, but Mark III pipes? Come on, please. Please, can you please do it? Please, I'll beg. Anyway, so, we can run a 12-way, converter. I have an idea. So split them into 2. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you split them into 2, right? And then now you get 2. I gotta see the comments. Yeah, yeah, this guy, I'm looking at his comment. Yeah, he's got a point. He says, quote, when you're turned off. Like, wait it, Tucker, I mean, come on, dude. He can admit what his fetishes are. Tucker's into M&Ms. Do you think when he goes onto the hub, he, like, looks at, like, M&M? God, there's probably a section of that, and I don't really want to know what. I don't want to know. My God. Okay, so now, after you do that, you get 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, and you would split these 3 into 12. So you do a 1 to 2 to 2 to 4. So you split the input into 2, and you split those inputs into 2, and you split those inputs into 3s. Now with 14, no, I don't want to work with 14. And by the way, I'm gonna exploit vertical space. We're not just gonna build like, oh boy. No. Whatever. I don't know. And you want to hear something awesome? Watch this. Let's say, I need to learn how to actually, like, mount these here. You can make a skate park with the stuff here. Let's say if we had to build only like right there. Oh, we need rotors. Let's see how many. Every two we can make. Every two of these we can make. We could fuel 12 pure iron recipes in refineries. Oh, that's so perfect. Damn it, it's so good. I'm so glad I have a face cam so that way you could see this and not take it out of context. Yeah, I probably just got clipped. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these. Each man, we got about 2,400 water a minute, which means we could fuel about 48 refineries. So, okay, to put this into perspective, this row of what do you call water extractors can fuel, or they can essentially put a power. They can give water. They produce enough water we can process 4,200 iron. That's awesome. And by the way, I'm like, oh man, what about this? We probably we may be able to. I can't talk. We may be able to process 10,000. We also got this and this, so hey, that's great. My dumbass keeps hitting the wrong button. Oh, this already starting to look cool. You probably... Maybe I can move him back a bit. By the way, I just want to go for the record and state that if you look carefully enough, you can actually see that this damn it has like a suction part in the ground. It literally is in the rock. So how would it suck in water? It's satisfactory. When there's such thing as strange alien matter, I don't think we need to worry about how the suction of the water thing works. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So we can actually support 8 layers, so 8 layers tall. What the hell? Try to make it make sense. Like the water would flow under here and it'd go out. It'd flow down through this. Each pair, remember, each pair will eventually support 12 refineries. Honestly, I'd rather work with a number like 12 than 14. 12 is a beautiful number. You can divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And of course 12, and get a clean number. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this hall will be able to be built up 3 times. Yes, the uplift will be a little bit nutty, but you know, honestly, I don't care. Dude. There'll be 16 of these, so I can produce. I have 96 refineries. Oh my gosh. This hall alone will be able to process 8,400 pieces of iron. If I build all these out, then now that would probably be at least like a fifth of the iron in the entire game. Dude, even if we built only one hall, that's it. One hall. That's it, nothing else. That's still a lot. Many is the thing, like, whatever we have to build. There you go, add some more detail to it. Not even that well done, and it's already starting to look pretty nice. I'm definitely gonna build over here, but when this, like, if I ran only iron off this, actually, I should definitely check. There goes another piece of Caterium. Oh, great! That's also, give me a second. Okay, that's great. 60. Let's see, so 600 divided by 25. I can run 24 machines off of a Mark 6 pipe. So that's great. Iron seems to use the most amount of water, or Caterium does. And then followed by iron, and followed by, copper. Run 900 copper a minute off of a Mark 6 pipe of water. We can run 7,200 total copper a minute. But we're gonna keep this as iron though. We'll definitely be building some copper machines or copper refineries. I have to shift that. I'm gonna shift that one back over there a little bit. Hmm. Oh. Well, viewers, I'm building an iron mill that will be way more advanced than anything I've ever built. You know what the great thing about this iron mill is? It's going to be scalable. All I have to do to bring it up to full overclock is feed it adequate power, put in the crystals, no build expansion required. You know what actually probably be perfect right here? This. Oh, look how great that is. That's awesome. Doesn't that look so nice? Let me get that calculation. So let's see. These water extractors will provide enough power or enough water to fuel the refinery up to 8,400 iron a minute. For reference, you may think that's a lot. That's not that much, but my current iron processing capacity is, I mean, if I don't expand, 1,440 iron a minute. 1,440. This will provide 8,400. And then there's these two. So if we build this right here, we can process up to 25,000 iron ore a minute. And I think right there, that is, I think, at least a quarter of all the iron in the game. Let's say at the worst, at the base, without upgrading, without overclocking, if we run this, it will smelt 10,000 iron a minute. That's still significantly better. And then when it comes to upgrading, all we gotta do is put the shards in. Done. No hardware requirements at all. God damn it, I'm listening to World of Goo and I want an accordion. Someone donate me an accordion. I'm just joking, guys. I seriously, I really, really wish I had an accordion. I'm actually gonna build a road right here so you can actually drive over. Oh, this is so cool. Oh yeah, it's already starting to take shape. You can't tell me this is starting to not look. This is not. That's not. Oh, shut up. I'm gonna eventually build a road right here, so that like this junk right here is gonna be covered. This is gonna be like a little sidewalk right here. Reminder: 8,400 iron a minute can be smelted if all these are overclocked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some up work, but oh my god. Actually, this might be a really, really tall building. And just like how tall the refinery is. I thought this was gonna fit 2 refineries, but nah. I could, but yeah, I have to do some stupid ass cramming. Yeah, honestly, you know what? I think everybody can agree. We need to stop kidding around. We're gonna stop kidding around. It's time to start increasing throughput. Let's skyrocket it. Alright. Look at this freaking pump hole. Ah! And up here and onward are going to be refinery layers. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of uplift that's going to be required to do this. Eight of these. Holy shit, that's one layer. Oops. I don't think I'm gonna do it this way. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Ugh, gross. That's 28. If I did it like this, I would fit about 28 of them in here. Which, guess what? 24 is double 28. Now, Okay, this is useful. So even though these can cram like this, they can easily squeeze in. You know, wait a second. I'm starting to have an idea. Okay, so if I did this, it would partially clip in here, but you wouldn't see it on the other side. Guess what? We can run the manifolds right here. We can run the manifolds right here in this space that I have. Perfect. We do that. We have the height. We have to double this if we didn't do it like this. Now we need to cram 12 per line. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, we got plenty of room. Look at that. We have 16. So we can actually, here's the thing what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this space right here. If we have all crammed together, which I don't know if I'm going to do that. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we space them out a little bit. That's how much space we have at the end. I think we should use this space at the end to have, like, elevate the pipes. We won't need a lot of space, but this is pretty good. Yeah, I like this. We can work with the manifolds on the top. Even if we actually push this a little bit, let's say we did like a floor this tall, even if we did 4 times that, guess what? That's still way shorter than what we were going to do. We could build a big-ass tower, but honestly, I just don't like the proportion of that. So this proportion will be great. Oh, bastard can't get sword. The great thing is that these can interchange with each other. And if I didn't want to have it, I could actually do this. Watch this. I could do this. 1, 2. And I could have layer. I can't get all of them in one layer. Actually, I need to have 4 layers. Which is okay, because look at this. Because here's the thing. We're going to need about 4 times the output. Which we have a good amount of space for. I'm sorry. Look at that. Layers. Now, I'm actually going to have it like first go with this layer, and then it's going to stack here, and then there and there, and not do it like this, because that way like the belts don't look like they're clipping through. I try to prevent clipping. And again, we can run all the manifolds up here. I'm not going to build them obviously right now, but you get the point. Run the manifolds up here. You know what we could also do? We could also do. We could space these dudes at the end, and we could actually put a big ass buffer at the end and a big ass buffer at the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna space the buffers. Let's say we do that and we delete this bad boy. We delete that row. I'm fine with that. Actually, you want to hear something awesome? We could build this. We could take this here. And then we could also take this bad boy fluid buffer right here. And oh, that's too big. That's too big. But you get the point. We can actually like do that. We could seat them in here right about right there. Okay. So we need, but we have to add one at the end. So we got 11. Now we just put another one here. But we don't need this much space to and boom, like remember, we need enough space for, let's see, so we're gonna need about, we're gonna be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 outputs. Actually, we need about 16 outputs. So let's say if we have like pillars, the size of this pillar is an output. We need essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And actually, give me a second. I probably. Oh well, it's 11:57. I need to get to bed soon. So we have 24 times, of course, 4. Let's say maximum amount of iron, right? 96 times 2, times, how many does one make? One of these make 65 a minute times 2.5. If you're considering belts, we need about 14. We need approximately 13 outputs. So like, boom, 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 boom. All these is outputs. Okay. Now 35 times 2.5 times 12. Each one of these are going to consume 1,000. So we're going to need it. We're just going to Mark 6 belt this bitch. Times 8. Divide by 1,200. We need 7 inputs. But it's going to be put into 8 inputs. So let's just say this many outputs. This many inputs, and this is actually not like to scale what we're gonna build. And that's how many pipes we need. Let's see if we go with hole. Yeah, look, each pipe, it has to be 2 by 2 meters wide. That's a big ass pipe. You imagine how expensive that would be in real life? Dude, 2-meter pipe. That would be, like a copper pipe. If it was solid copper, you're probably looking at several $1,000s per foot, or at least hundreds of dollars per foot. Okay. So I'm gonna stop. So here's the plan. Big ass buffer at the beginning. big ass buffer at the end. I mean, if we built over here, we could build this another buffer. But I think 2 buffers is great. Yeah, all of these will, so 2 of these overclock will supply all 12 of these. So then, okay, so let's recap. So each one of these rows will hold 16 of these. Of that, 2 of these, by the way, these are built to be scaled with each other. Even if we overclock, they're going to scale, alright? With that being said, like for example, let's take this, right? 20 times 10. What's 20 times 10, huh? Times 10. It's 200. Why did I... Or no, I meant 20 times 12. 20 times 12 is 240, right? Watch this. We go here. I'm like, damn it, why is this off? It's because it's not off. It's actually perfectly flush. But this makes 120 water a minute. Perfect. Supplies that. And this one will supply this side, okay? Now this one will supply this side on the second floor. This one will supply this side I'm on the second floor. And so on and so forth. So every 4 of these will supply a floor. 1, 2, 3, 4 floors with 48 refineries, or no, with 24 refineries per level. 12 will be ran on 2 of these. So even if we don't put any power shards in, right? If we do not put any power shards in, it's gonna still be scaled. Now, I honestly could have ran the 14 to process a whole 24, but here's the thing. Actually, that's actually a bad idea. 1, I don't like it because it does not round to a whole number. And 2, if we have 1 refinery that is not running all the time, that's wasted space. So, by the way, this cannot completely, even one of these rows will not be able to process 1200 iron a minute. So they're all going to be used, right? I like this idea, because everything's balanced, everything's whole numbers, it's easier to calculate. Man, holy shit. This will last 4 minutes when off. If you have 2 buffers, that's going to last 8 minutes offline. If the pumps aren't going. Of course, these giant tanks are going to be here to balance out the gulping that occurs with refineries and fluid processing. But yeah, okay. So again, this will provide enough for 4 floors, each floor containing 24 refineries. Each cell will produce 8,400 pieces of iron when fully overclocked. Now, this should, if I'm not wrong, this should produce, when it's not overclocked, 3,360. Now, this doesn't sound like a lot, but considering I only process 1,400 iron a minute, this will jump more than at least 250%. This will be over 2.5 times better than what I'm doing right now. At the worst, when I get the overclock in, this will actually produce 8,400 iron a minute. Now, I'll say, and guess what? Usually, we can produce 25,000 iron right here. Look at this. We could build one right here, here, and here. I could say we build one relatively equal size from this one to this one. And in fact, if we want to, which I definitely will, if the world border allows me, I am going to consider stretching this bad boy even further. Now, I might make the iron smelters to consolidate all of them. Oh, no. Yeah, right. But yeah, anyway, like, just looking at this cell right now, I am absolutely excited to finish this now. I'm like, okay, whenever I'm going to build it, whatever. Actually, we should say the cost. Well, how much power are we going to be sucking down with this bitch? Not overclocked. 24 times 8 times 30. Are you kidding me? We're going to be consuming 5,760 megawatts? No way. 12, 12, 12, 12. Okay, there's 24 times 4 times 30. Oh wait, no. 2,800 megawatts? Dude, that's nothing. 2,880 megawatts is literally nothing. If actually, we need a plus and then parentheses 20 times 16. 3,200 megawatts, actually. That's nothing. By the way, we could literally do this cell 9 times at the most. And that bad boy over there is going to help us handle that. That factory right there is the thing that's giving us a lot of our power. Like 98%. I am contemplating putting in my first nuclear power plant soon. And by the way, again, this will actually be a road. It's going to be a little bit of an issue, a little bit annoying trying to connect it to the other road system, but I'll do it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so epic. This is going to be so cool. Now, back here, I'm planning on using trains to train this stuff in. So, I don't know if I'll build it on this level, but, I mean, let's kind of like sniff this out, quote unquote. So, I'm planning on building a giant row of freight platforms, like a train station right here. I mean, look at that. So these are about like 4 tiles wide. Even if we don't build it at this level, if we like bump it up right here, that's still a good amount of you know, we're still gonna be unloading. We could cram a lot of platforms. In fact, we could probably cram out like 3 platforms per layer. Actually, I actually would really. I want to see if I can actually cram 4. I don't know if I can cram 4. Like, let's see. The most I can go here is right here. Man, can you imagine if you could actually have custom ones that have 4 outputs instead of like 2 outputs, 2 inputs? How big are these exactly? Huh. Okay, so there's an exact size on. They appear to be like 2 blocks wide? Okay, they're 2 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only cram about 3 of these per layer. I'm actually cram 2 and then split them. Yeah, we can cram about only 3 of them per layer. Give me a second. And honestly, you're not gonna get that much more of me tonight. Oh, shit. Where is my nail clippers? Holy hell. Alright. I don't know where they are. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry, but I gotta get up for work early tomorrow. So, unfortunately, this is kind of like gonna be like where I stop. Even if I mean, we did a lot of work today, in my opinion. Now that we got the concept down, we just gotta keep copy pasting this bitch. Oh, I can't wait to get back on tomorrow. Dude, the earliest I'm gonna be able to get on. Screenshot that so I can see it so I can click it on my iPad and look at it as I fall asleep and bask in my sickness. Actually, I regret saying that. I sound like an asshole. Hey, peace out, people. I'm gonna get my penny box tomorrow done. That way I can get on.